So by 12th grade, I remember when CORE came, this group called CORE came, and we had to have permission from my parents to go because Mrs. Wiseman, who lived maybe a few doors up from me, and her husband wanted us, to participate. So we did. And I remembered how horrifying that was to be with CORE because they did things that we'd never really known about, okay? We always knew that when we went to the movies, we always went to this hole in the wall called the Star movie. That was the only place where we could go. And then they told us about when we would go to the CORE meetings, they would talk to us about sit-ins and picketing. And my mother told me that I was only allowed to picket. I could not do sit-ins. So when we were in the CORE meetings, we realized that they would do things to us. They would call our mother names. They would spit on us. They did things that would normally happen to us so that we would be prepared, and they watched our reactions. And the main thing, whatever we did had to be peacefully done, and we were not to retaliate at all. And only some of us, actually did it because some people, were a little hot-headed and they said, no, you can't do that. So I remember one day I picketed and we went down to a little restaurant that was on the corner of West Street and Cathedral Street. And I remember watching my friends go in for the sit-in. And some adults went, and some of my friends went in, and so the rest of us, I think there were 7 or 8 of us, and we were outside picketing. And as we were picketing, all of a sudden, we saw children and adults coming out of the restaurant forcibly with water, because like a fire hose, and they had just turned it on them, and you could see them washed out of the door. Now, this wasn't a place where I wanted to eat in the first place, but because I wouldn't dare eat in a place like that. But the thing was that they told us it was the principle of it all, that we needed to be able to go where we wanted to go.